Hi everybody, welcome to Cafe. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Carissa Clark. Great to be back with you to share all the fun and exciting events happening this week.
We're going to start off with something that's a little bit of a hidden gem. If you haven't been, you may not even know it exists, but it's called Neerling Gardens in Gotha. And it is a beautiful place where you get a chance to really immerse yourself in kind of a fantasy of this garden environment. It's very Garden of Eden kind of thing, if you can imagine
love that.
it. So yeah, take a look. I want to see it, what it looks like.
We're standing here today in the pollinator garden at historic Neerling Gardens. Known as Neerling's Palm Cottage Gardens. And you'll notice we're standing right next to a wild pollinator box. And you'll notice the different sizes of bamboos and holes. Pollinators are all about finding the holes where they can lay their eggs. So the bigger holes are for your bumblebees, your mason bees, and your carpenter bees. The medium-sized holes are for your little green metallic orchard bees and your honey bees or your smaller medium bees. And the tiny little holes are for your tiny little pollinators. And if you focus the camera, you'll see lots of these little pollinators buzzing around the gardens. They all get their food and their nectar off of Florida native plants, wildflowers. All the plants that you see here in this garden are where they get their nectar. The wild pollinators are 6 times more efficient at pollination than the honeybees because they're not feeding a queen, they're not making honey, they're not collecting for the hive. They go around, they collect their pollen, and then they stuff the pollen in the hole, they lay an egg, they cover it, and then they move on to the next plant. So you'll see maybe 6 eggs lined up in one little tube of bamboo. So that's why they're always buzzing. They're so fast. You can barely keep up with a bumblebee. When you're ever chasing a bumblebee around, you'll notice you can barely keep up with them. They're so busy, and they're so much more efficient at pollination because they don't have to feed that queen, don't have to feed that brood, don't have to make copious amounts of honey. So put your wild pollinator boxes in your garden. Give them the food they need by putting in Florida wildflowers, Florida plants, shrimp plants, milkweed, all these plants, porterweed, all these wonderful plants that you see around that feed your pollinators.
Well, now you see what I mean. Beautiful gardens.
So beautiful. I love flowers.
Yeah.
I love everything about flowers.
And in Florida, you get flowers, you get plants, you get the combination that really makes it such a wonderful experience. You get all the aromas and textures. And
I agree, and I love that it invites you outside.
Yes.
I love that it encourages you to like slow down and take it in. There is just so many opportunities to do that here, and there's so many plants and flowers.
Exactly.
It's lush and beautiful.
And Neerling, as I said, is such a hidden gem. So check it out.
Yeah, it's
nice.
very, very special.
Well, the Life Information for Elder series presents Blue Zones, Lessons on Living Longer on September 24th at 12:10 p.m. at the Fairview Shores Public Library. Learn simple lifestyle habits for wellness and longevity and enjoy a free lunch for the first 50 to register. Discover the secrets from the world's longest living communities where people routinely live to 100 and beyond by following 9 simple principles anyone can adopt. For details, visit ocfl.net/seniors.
Enjoy art and community at Last Wednesdays at the Art and History Museum's Maitland on September 24th. This monthly gathering celebrates local artists and creativity. It's the perfect opportunity to meet the artists behind the masterpieces, enjoy wine and light refreshments, and perhaps discover your next favorite piece for your home. For more information, visit artandhistory.org.
Were you about to throw away that broken thing? Well, fix it, don't pitch it, which takes place September 27th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Marks Street Senior Recreation Complex. Bring your broken items and let volunteers help you repair them for free. Last year, residents saved approximately $10,000 and diverted 345 pounds of waste from the landfill just by giving their beloved belongings a second chance at life. Learn more at ocfl.net/fixit.
Dog lovers, bring your furry friends to Dog Day at Luke Gardens on September 27th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Enjoy the beautiful gardens with your pup and meet other dog enthusiasts. Watch as your four-legged family member explores the scenic trails and open spaces while you enjoy the rare opportunity to experience Luke Gardens beauty alongside your best friend. For details, visit lugardens.org.
Tammy Diener Lafferty, who is a curator at the Alvin Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens, joins us to tell us about this very, very special place in our area. Welcome, Tammy. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Every time I say Alvin Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens to somebody, their eyes light up.
Yes.
For people who haven't been, tell them what they will experience once they go there.
Well, I would say, many people say, oh, I have never heard of it, or I have never been there and I've heard of it. So I just want to say, I hope that everyone will come to visit. It is a very special place. It's located in Winter Park, Florida, on the shores of Lake Osceola. And it is not only a museum, it is also, we have an historic home. We have a sculpture garden located on the shores of Lake Osceola. And we also have an art gallery with rotating exhibits that we rotate 4 times a year with different, upcoming and new artists. We have an annual event called Winter Park Paint Out, which is very popular in Winter Park and is a lot of fun. And we also have Capon House, which is a second historic home. And there we host events, weddings and conferences, and it's available for rent.
Now, you just sort of slid the Sculpture Gardens in there.
Yes,
but
I
it
did.
really is a
Yes.
very special place.
It is a special place. I highly recommend people come and spend a day there. The Sculpture Gardens, it's a 3-acre sculpture garden, just lush with all kinds of different tropical plants. And nestled within the plants, you'll find as you turn around every corner the beautiful sculptures created by Alvin Palacic. He built this home in 1950 when he retired, and he built it to be his studio and his home, and he was inspired by the same sights that you'll see when you visit there, the beautiful landscaping and the beautiful view of the lake. And he designed those gardens himself to display his sculptures.
It's a wonderful experience. It's reflective, contemplative, but also just so artistic.
Yes.
You're seeing so much beautiful design. The atmosphere, of course, and the setting is
Yes.
just amazing to be there on the lake. So if people wanted to bring their family, would kids really enjoy it as well?
Yes, we're definitely very welcoming to families. I think, one of the best parts is our 3-acre sculpture garden, so the kids can go out and run around in the gardens. It's fine to go up to the sculptures and touch them and interact with them. And we do have docent-led museum guided tours of the historic home, which will tell you all about the life of Alvin Palacic and about his artwork. But I would say they're pretty brief, and I think most kids would be able to follow along and enjoy it, yes.
So Tammy, tell me about Winter Park Paint Out. What would people experience if they participate?
Winter Park Paint Out is, one of the cultural events of the year in Orlando. It's very popular. It's been held since 2011. And the Winter Park Paint Out consists of plein air painters. 24, nationally recognized plein air painters. Plein air means outdoor painting. Come for Winter Park Paint Out for a week-long festival. And in that week, these painters create, up to 250 paintings. Our gallery is turned into a wet room, and as they paint, their paintings are hung in the wet room. And they are all available for sale. The proceeds help to benefit the museum and the artists as well. They paint on site at the Palacic Museum. The museum and the festival is free all week long. And we have painting demonstrations. So some of these artists will give demonstrations as to their techniques and how they paint. It's just a really wonderful, wonderful place to be. The painters can be found all over different sites around Winter Park and Orlando. So if you see, during the last week of April, we have this annual event every year. If you see painters painting away, it's most likely that they are part of Winter Park Paint Out.
And with the Sculpture Garden and just the beautiful locale, is there event space that you could have an event there?
Oh yes, we're very popular for weddings. In 2014, the museum had the opportunity to purchase, it's called Capen House. Capen House was located on the other shore of Lake Osceola, and the land was purchased and the house was to be demolished. And so a bunch of concerned citizens, including the Polasek Museum, got together and raised funds to save the Capen House. And they were able to, in a very short amount of time, raise enough funds to move and restore the home. So yes, it was moved across the lake. So I was not there at this time, but I've seen photos, and from what I understand, the house was actually cut in half, and then it was put on barges and floated across the lake to the Polasek property, and there it was reassembled together and restored, and it's just a beautiful historic building from the beginning of the 20th century, like early 1900s. Beautiful wood floors. It's just a lovely place to be, and it is available for weddings. We have many weddings, engagement parties, even business conference meetings there. It's a very photogenic spot. You can be married on the shores of Lake Osceola in the midst of the beautiful Sculpture Garden.
Very nice,
Yes.
very nice. And what a story you'll have to tell about your venue
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Well, Tammy, thank you for being with us. And if you haven't been to the Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens, make your way there. It is one of the gems here in Central Florida.
Thank you.
Enjoy an evening of jazz with Nestor Torres and Silvano Monasterio, dialogues and soliloquies at Timucua Arts Foundation on September 27th at 7:30 p.m. This intimate concert features the Grammy-nominated flutist Nestor Torres in conversation with pianist Silvano Monasterios, creating musical magic in the cozy, acoustically perfect setting of Timucua's intimate venue. For tickets, visit timucua.org.
Swing into crooners, cool cats, and all that jazz at Orlando Shakes, September 27th and 28th at Lowndes Shakespeare Center. This musical celebration features classic jazz hits and smooth vocals. Step back into the golden age of jazz with sultry standards, swinging rhythms, and the kind of sophisticated entertainment that made jazz age legendary. For tickets, visit orlandoshakes.org.
Discover local history at Trailblazers, a journey through West Orange County's scouting and camping history, running through September 30th at the Winter Garden Heritage Museum. This fascinating exhibit showcases the rich tradition of outdoor adventure and character building that has shaped generations of young people in our community through vintage photographs, artifacts, and personal stories. For details, visit WGHF.org.
I love all of the art. I
Yeah.
love all of the music.
Yeah.
I love jazz.
We didn't get enough music this month, so we got to do better next month. We got our October. But
know.
this is Nestor Torres is a real treat.
Yes.
And you really,
At the end of the month there.
exactly, and you really need to see these artists while they're with us, because Nestor Torres has been in the business for a long time. So him performing here is a big deal.
I feel a little bit of nostalgia as well for music that's really classic,
Yeah.
like a classical. It makes me think of like the generations that come before. You know, like when I hear music and it makes me like think of my grandparents or great grandparents, like they listened to these instruments. They listened to that raw like talent
Yes.
in all of the instruments. And a lot of it was live.
Yeah.
It's just really, really beautiful. It really warms my heart.
Yeah.
I love that sort of thing.
Night and day from where we are today.
I know, and I really appreciate it because I'm not like, I can't play an instrument. I'm okay at singing. Do you like to do a little bit of singing? But like as far as an instrument, nope. No,
Yeah,
sir.
no, it's
So,
something special.
A lot of respect for anyone who can play an instrument.
It really is something special.
I know, it is a gift.
Yeah.
It is a gift.
Well, that wraps up this week of events. And if you have one that you'd like to share with us for next month, just send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Carissa Clark. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community. Hello and welcome to Taste of the Town. I'm Carissa Clark. I'm here at Teak Neighborhood Grill in Metro West Orlando, and I have the pleasure of introducing you to their chef, Chef Anthony. Chef Anthony, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having us here.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, word has it that you all are famous for your burgers. You make some incredible burgers, and you might be the method behind the madness. Is this true?
It's true.
What inspires you to make these burgers?
Anything that I like outside of the box.
Outside of the box. So
yeah.
you like to be creative.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the name of the burger here that you're going to make today?
We're going to do the Drunken Monk.
Okay.
It's one of our staple burgers.
Okay.
It's been around since we opened.
Okay, all right, so let's get going. Sounds good.
All right, so we're going to start off with our pretzel bun
Okay.
that we have toasted. And then we have our herb mayo that we make in-house.
An herb mayo?
Yes.
Very nice.
So and we put that on the bottom.
No, I wouldn't think to put that on the bottom. Very nice.
Oh, yeah. And you missed it, and on the top.
Oh, and on the top.
Yeah. After that, we have an onion jam that we make in-house too.
Onion jam.
Yeah.
I love onions. I feel like onions help make a burger, but I'm an onion
Oh, yeah.
gal. Oh, that's beautiful.
You're gonna like that. And then we have roasted tomatoes.
Okay.
So
And oh, those look delicious.
very simple to make actually.
Right. And
Very,
it
very-
looks like you roast them here as well. They look
Yes.
beautiful.
Salt, pepper,
See that?
olive oil, oven. That's all you need.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna put the burger on top.
Oh.
And then we have our bacon. Our cheese. Well, our cheese first. Our provolone cheese. Yeah.
Provolone cheese.
Our provolone cheese. And then our bacon.
And then you kiss it with bacon. You see that? You see the X?
And
Very
then after
nice.
that, we have chips that we make in-house too, fresh. We fry.
Do you really?
Yes.
That's really special.
We cut these ourselves and
Do you?
we fry them ourselves.
Oh my
every day.
word. That is amazing.
These are gonna go right on top.
Oh. Does
Right
this?
there.
Are you feeling joy at home the way that I am? I am feeling very happy, Chef. Very, very happy.
And then after that, you're gonna take our cheddar cheese sauce.
Cheddar cheese.
This
So
may-
there's provolone cheese, and then you're adding cheddar
Cheese
cheese
to
to the top of the bun.
right. And then after that, you're just gonna go right, hold your chips down a little bit,
Ah!
give it a little swash. That is gonna be
That
our
is
Drunken
a
Monk.
sight.
Yeah.
That is a sight.
So
That is wonderful. And where did you come up with the name?
actually the owner came up with the name.
Did he really?
Yeah. So when I got here, this burger was already set.
That was already.
Yeah.
So what's also fun here as well is not only are they known for these burgers because this looks incredible, but they also have two reoccurring events, right? Basically every week, a couple times a week. One of them specifically is you have a trivia night,
Yes.
right? And so how does the trivia work?
It's Tuesday nights. We have trivia here starts at 7 to 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And then we have a trivia on Friday, 8 o'clock. We do a different theme every Tuesday, every Friday. You know, you come
Wow,
on
that
in.
takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
To be able to have a theme
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
And then what is this brunch that I hear
Oh,
about?
the brunch is amazing.
What?
Yes.
Look at how happy that makes you.
The brunch is very amazing.
Is it really?
We have a full brunch menu, a lot of niche stuff on there to eat. But then we also introduced Music Bingo,
Okay.
which is Saturday and Sunday. Same thing, different
Okay.
themes. Last week we had Taylor Swift. This week we might have country or
Okay.
90s.
That sounds
So,
great. Wow, that is wonderful. And I cannot wait to have a taste. Thank you so much for telling me all about this.
You're welcome.
This, my friend, let me see. You see this? I'm gonna get a bite on the back end. I wanna taste some of the sauce particularly. It's on my nose, I think. That is delicious.
Big burger.
Oh, but Chef Anthony, thank you.
You're welcome.
Please go to our website for more details. I invite you to come to Teak Neighborhood Grill for your taste of the town. Until then, I'll see you around town.